So, wherever I look in the comments, it is, can I do a Wenger tactic? And today we are going to be bringing you Arsene Wenger's invincible 4-4-2 tactic that obviously, did go invincible famously, and we have replicated that inside of FM23. If you guys do enjoy these tactic videos, be sure to leave a like on the video right now. Let's try and hit 50 likes on this one, and do subscribe and turn on notifications. So we're going to start things off testing with a couple of lower league division teams, lower league sides, whatever you want to call them, and then we're going to obviously test with Arsenal. The first one, this is completely random by the way, is going to be in the Vanarama National League South with Dartford, and obviously a team which I've never used before, I don't believe anyway, and it has done really well with this. This is not the one that went invincible. Obviously we did go invincible with Arsenal, but Dartford still come out and put on a great display with 102 points, 110 goals scored, and only 43 conceded. We've got Pierre Fonku with 24 goals, Connor Essam with a 7.74 overall match rating, and it is going to be Luke Coulson with the most assists. We also got to the final of the FA Trophy, and unfortunately did lose to Notts County, and got to the third round of the FA Cup, but, the Giants, Chelsea come and sort of just swept us up. So, can't do too much about that. But overall, a fantastic season, and I'm sure the Data Hub will back us up here. So, 2.39 goals, per game. Not going to be an incredible pass completion because obviously it's not what it was about, but still a decent amount of goals scored and very good under a goal a game. So under a goal a game, above 2 goals scored per game is exactly they're exactly the type of stats you want to be seeing, and that is why in this division I believe it was still quite a good run. Yeah, quite a few draws in there, to be fair. Would look a lot more pretty without the draws, but 32 wins. Quite a convincing title, to be fair. A reasonable gap between us and second, and then a massive one from us and third. So, very impressive season with Dartford. We then go over to Sky Bet League 2 with Mansfield Town, and we made a mockery of this division. We really did. Obviously winning it very comfortably compared to Leyton Orient's second place finish with 92 points. We also won the Papa John's Trophy against Peterborough, got to the semi-finals of the Carabao, unfortunately lost to Liverpool, and a quarter-final against Leeds in the FA Cup, we did full. However, stats-wise, we were incredible. 129 goals scored and only 26 conceded. We've got Reece Oates coming in, who I can't say I know too much, but quite good for this division, I'm not going to lie. Quite a good player. With 48 goals, also getting the highest match rating. Stephen McLaughlin coming in, who I have, that name rings a lot of bells, with 25 assists. An okay player for this division as well. 32 years of age, though. So, not going to be around for too much longer. In terms of the Data Hub, then, let's have a quick look. Team Attacking, 2.8, very impressed with that. And Team Defending, even better, 0.57. So, very impressed with that. Very good statistics in this division. It's one of the most toughest divisions, in my opinion. This and League One, because everyone's sort of scrapping for them playoffs. Same as the Championship. They're very challenging, tons of games. You obviously got all of the other cup games as well. There's a lot of things that add in to make this a very tough division. So to be dominating it by that much is a very impressive result. And that leaves us to go over and break down the invincible Arsenal season. And this is going to be the invincible Gunners then, guys. Now, we've got to start things off by just completely admiring Martinelli. 72 goals, 8.25 highest match rate, and Martin Odegaard with 38 assists. Now, obviously, this is across all competitions, but still ridiculously impressive. We won the Europa League, the Premier League quite comfortably, and the FA Cup. We scored 145 goals and only let in 20 goals. Now, one thing else about this is it's quite disciplined, and it shouldn't really act like that because it's not specifically made to be a disciplined system, but the best for yellow cards and zero red cards the entire season. But we'll go into the Data Hub quickly then. Team Attacking, 3.82, absolutely incredible in this division. Obviously we are testing this with quite an elite side. I would class that now. Arsenal's players, especially in FM, are utterly ridiculous. I mean, you've got endless talent going forwards and in the midfield, to be fair, and even at the back. I mean, Salabi is an absolute glitch on this game as well. So you've got some fantastic players, but the Premier League's no walkthrough. You've got Liverpool, you've got City, you've got Chelsea, you've got United, you've got Spurs, you've got a few little mid-table sides, Newcastle, West Ham, that can cause issues as well. So I mean, very good stat line there, 3.82 and 0.53 conceded. So you know, just under or just over half a goal conceded, under a goal a game, which is exactly what we want to be doing in this division. But you compare the 0.53 to a 3.82, and I'm not going to complain one bit. So then, guys, this is going to be Wenger's Invincibles. Now, if you are enjoying the video so far, you like these tactics, be sure to firstly subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and secondly, hit like on the video, and do also please leave a comment on what team you're going to be using this with. But let's break it down then. So you can instantly start off by telling that this is built around the basic 4-4-2. Obviously, he did change to a 4-5-1, to, you know, here and there. And if you guys do want to see that variation, do let me know as well. But today's video is all about the famous 4-4-2. Now, we're going to start off with a positive mentality. When you're playing a 4-4-2, especially on this game, going anything less than that just results in a lot of draws or like a 1-0 loss. Start off positive and tweak it as you go. In possession, fairly wide, approach play, pass into space, overlap left and right, play out from the back, play out of defence, whatever you want to call it, slightly shorter, a higher tempo, work ball into the box and mixed crosses. In transition, you're going to have nothing when possession's been lost, counter, distribute quickly, and nothing in particular here at all. Out of possession, you've got a standard defensive line, a high press line of engagement, and trigger press is set to much more often. Now, I would actually argue you would have get stuck in on, but trust me, on this game, that has costed me more than it's benefited me. I don't want to release a tactic that does, you know, pick you guys up loads of bookings, get your players sent off. If you want to replicate it, I would have it on because they were known for putting the odd tasty challenge in. But just be aware that obviously that will result in bookings. And it's not always a negative thing because it does help break up play. Sometimes you put in really good challenges, but just be aware there is risk, high reward sometimes. But we'll go into the player roles then. We're going to start off with the goalkeeper. It's going to be a sweeper keeper on take more risks. The right back is going to be a wing back on automatic, aim the crosses at the centre and run wide with the ball. The left back is a wing back on automatic, run wide with the ball and aim the crosses at the centre. We've then got a central defender on defend, shoot less often, dribble less and hold position. Next to him we have got a ball playing defender on defend, dribble more, mark tighter, take more risks and hold position. On the right hand side we have got a winger on attack, aim the crosses at the centre, dribble more, run wide with the ball, cross more often, cross from byline, get further forwards and stay wider. On the left hand side we've got an inverted winger on attack, pass it shorter, cross aim at centre, aim the crosses at the centre it should say, shoot less often, dribble more, cut inside with the ball and get further forwards with the ball. First midfielder on the left hand side we've got a Roman playmaker on support, take more risks and roam from position. Next to him we have got the ball winner midfielder on shoot less often, dribble less, take fewer risks, hold position and tackle harder. I want to quickly say now, you would actually, in my opinion, I would have them deeper like this, and I'd have one of them as just as a DM, because that reminds me of Arsenal having that, you know, that DM sort of role, and then possibly having either a volante or a playmaker. But it just really didn't work out for me having them push back like that. So having this as it was set to where is it, to the ball winning midfielder, this worked a lot better in the actual game. But that is another way you can play this system. Then two up top, you've got a deep line forward or a false nine, whatever you prefer. Roam from position, hold up ball, take more risks and move into channels. And next to him, an advanced forward, shoot more often, stay wider and move into channels. But that is going to be this tactic broken down. Now, if you guys do want to copy it, if you have been doing it as I've been talking, then obviously it's already done. If you do fancy downloading it instead, it can be found on the FM Scout website, where you'll simply see the thumbnail and the title under the tactics page there, and you can download it. But one thing I forgot to do was actually watch a game. So we're going to go ahead and watch one of the games from this actual save, this Arsenal save, and let's see some of the goals. So it is going to be the FA Cup final against rivals Chelsea in a game which we did actually manage to win 3-0 in. It's going to be Zinchenko coming down the left-hand side with a great ball from Saka, who obviously is going to be on the overlap. A ball inside into Martinelli, who did find himself playing as a deep line forward when filtered by the best 11, and obviously with the assistant manager taking control, picking up a goal there. We then have Gabriel Jesus into Zinchenko, a wonder ball over the top into Martinelli, chest down, and how about that for a finish? 75 minutes played, and we are 2-0 up. The third goal does come, and it comes quickly from a set piece. Odegaard into Jesus, into the bottom left corner, and that is going to be that tie settled up in what was a game which we did deserve to win. Chelsea were playing a full-strength side. Kepa, James, Fofana, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Kovacic, Kante, Ziyech, Mount, Sterling and Havertz, and it was a game we deserved to win. Absolutely battered them in terms of shots, even on target, XG, possession, absolutely everything. So what a final that was. But that is going to wrap up the video, guys. We've done pretty much everything now. We've watched some goals go in. We've broken down the tactic. We've watched the results. As always, if you guys do want to see more tactics, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe and turn on notifications, and comment on what you want to see next. But that is going to be it for me today, guys, and I will see you in the next one.